Hi there and welcome to our video on the nervous system exam questions. Our first exam question states, the diagram shows the nervous pathway used to coordinate the knee-jerk reflex. When the person is hit at point P, the lower leg is suddenly raised. And there we have an image of what has happened. Our question is to name neurons A, B and C. So neurons A, B and C are present here. Okay. Now, the best way to answer this is just to follow the lines around. So if the receptor is over here, then we must know that's what has detected the stimulus at point P. So the receptor, the electrical impulses are sent down the sensory neuron to relay neuron to motor neuron, and that triggers an effector, which is a muscle coordination in this example. So what is neuron A? Well, neuron A is the first neuron that is connected to the receptor, and that is going to be the sensory neuron. So we're going to just write sensory neuron over here. So sensory neuron. Now the second letter, which is B, is over here, and before it reaches that, it needs to go past C, which is the relay neuron, and then it reaches the motor neuron. So B is going to be the motor neuron. Okay, so the motor neuron, and that leaves C as the relay neuron. Okay, and that would get you 3 marks. Okay, next question. The receptor in the muscle in the leg is sensitive to a stimulus, suggests the stimulus. Remember, a stimulus is the change in environment, and this P over here tells us that the stimulus has been detected at that point over there. So what could the stimulus be? Well, it could be the pressure exerted on the knee. Okay, and that could be your answer. The pressure exerted on the knee. That would get you 1 mark. Next question. Describe what happens at the synapse during this reflex. So remember, a synapse is a junction between two neurons, and at the synapse, chemicals diffuse across. So remember, a synapse, a chemical diffuses across. So chemicals diffuse across two neurons, sending electrical impulses through the body. Okay, that would be your answer for 3 marks, and there's some keywords in there that I'm going to point out. So we have chemicals, we have diffuse, and we have two neurons and electrical impulses through the body. Okay, so those are the keywords that you need to be mentioning. Now the next question over here, the diagram shows the structures involved in a reflex action. On the diagram, name the structures W, X and Y. So again, the best way to answer these questions is to follow your finger around. So if we're at this point over here, what is the skin gonna detect? The skin is gonna detect the stimulus. What is gonna detect the stimulus is gonna be the receptor. So the skin receptors detect that stimulus. So it's gonna be the receptor. Let's follow our finger around. So it goes from there, sensory neuron, relay neuron. It's going to be at the spinal cord. So why it's saying this structure over here, and that is going to be the spinal cord. Remember, the coordination center is located in either the spinal cord or the brain. And now as the finger is part of the middle body, it will be taken to the spinal cord for unconscious activity. And then if we carry on following our finger around from here, relay neuron, motor neuron, what is this going to be? Well, this is going to be the effector, which is normally a muscle or a gland. Okay, and that would be worth 3 marks. Final question now. The control of blood sugar level is an example of an action controlled by hormones. Give 2 ways in which a reflex action is different from an action controlled by hormones. Now, it's worth 2 marks, so you need to give 2 reasons. And the first reason could be a reflex action is automatic, which means it's quicker. So it's quicker, which means it's quicker. And another reason is that hormones are transported through the blood, while a reflex action are sent down by electrical impulses. So hormones are secreted by a gland via the blood. Okay, and that would get you 2 marks for your answer. And that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. And one last thing, please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell.